desire. Through the wolf, with our rage. Lone wolf fist, rise to the flame. Carve your story, claim your name. Through the trials, the bold persist. Forever bound to the lone wolf fist. Lone wolf fist. Beneath the stars of a ruined sky, a wolf's howl echoes a battle cry. One path remains, no turning back. The fist strikes through on the endless track. In the ashes of a world gone cold, where gods and legends lost their hold, the wasteland whispers, the fist replies. The lone wolf hunts beneath the crimson skies. The heavens shatter, the earth will quake. The strong will rise, the weak will break. The wasteland whispers, the fist replies. The lone wolf hunts beneath the crimson skies. The heavens shatter, the earth will quake. The strong will rise, the weak will break. The wasteland whispers, the fist grip behind. The lone wolf hunts beneath the crimson skies.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my solo actual play of the Lone Wolf Fists tabletop RPG game, so role-playing game. So hopefully I will not screw this up. A couple things that we will go over coming in the near future, and by near future, probably around the end of this stream. Hopefully it won't be forever long. We are going to go over a couple things. So it looks like that Joe Clark, Mr. Joe Clark, first off, has joined my channel. Let's welcoming that one right here. Right here. There we go, everybody. Oh my God, I did not get his whole name. Mr. Joe Clark, welcome to the channel. Appreciate your support, sir. Oh, and he's also in the chat. Hello. Another thing we will also go over is this cheat sheet that he made that I might have somehow got my hands on. I don't know how. I rolled a stealth check and I grabbed it. No, just kidding. He had it released on his Discord. But, you know, it sounded cooler with you know, sounded more geeky and nerdy and cooler when I said it. But it's just me. Okay, so we are going to... Alright, so here we go. We are going to play the Lone Wolf Fists, which is going to... There's going to be a couple elements here that we are going to do. Hopefully I can dive into a bit further more into a few things. Because one of the few things that I am going to get into, hopefully, is some role-playing. You're a master of the shadow arts. I'm a Ronin. I'm going to play Jason Fang. A Ronin that is currently... Now, I don't know how these adventures are supposed to be set up, so I just wung the story to the best of my ability. Jason Fang is going to be a traveler of the wasteland. Right now, he is actually in, like, the ruins of a city, of a major mega city. Of a civilization that was so technologically advanced, the technology destroyed them. There's reasons why I say that like that, but we will get into a bit more. So where we're going to be is going to be, it's called the Scorched Arena. This is going to take place in a location known as Ashspire. So yes, which basically is this major city that a faction of the Atomic Scorpions are kind of, using their forces to send people out to gather goods. This is what kind of like a massive one ran by a really barbaric man. I'm kind of like Mad Maxing this a little bit, mixed in with some anime kung fu. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but here's the story. I'm going to wing it to the best of my ability. Here we go. So once again, I'm playing Jason Fang, a Ronin who is actually going to find himself at the very end of a horrible situation. The only thing that he always carries with him is his clothing, which basically is just a pair of sandals, black pants, and a black shirt that is like lightweight, and he carries a katana with him. Right now he is mainly just working, like he's not officially initiated into the gang of the Atomic Scorpions. That is like just them using people like him to get goods in an area that has actually been pretty well raided. So Ashspire used to actually be a really good city before the war, and then after nuclear warfare happened in the apocalypse, it is now just nothing but crumbling metal and ruins. They take refuge in a giant tower near, I wouldn't say the center of town, but close to the center of the city, more like maybe off to, we're going to say like the northwest end a little bit. So that way it's not directly there. So it's like in one of the most massive towers that they could be in that is still standing while everything around them is crumbling. Down below, they actually have like a courtyard that they call the Scorched Arena, which actually almost looks like the Roman Colosseum. Only imagine if the Roman Colosseum actually is more than is more than that. It's usually like they won't know this because they've forgotten the name of the sport, but it's imagine a baseball court, or a baseball stadium, where people used to play, where people play baseball. This is going to be, so it's going to be like the Roman Colosseum, but the closest thing that we have to that is baseball stadiums. So this is actually an old baseball stadium that is now fallen apart. That's got, like metal for seating. And this is where they send people who cannot find them enough goods. And then they test their, if they can manage to take out 2 raiders and at least take on Big Boss Man and survive, not take him out at all, but at least survive his fury, then they will survive and move on. So being part of the Scorched Arena is more like a punishment that you have to survive, which so far hardly anyone has ever survived. So Jason, yes, that's how we're going to start off the story. It's going to begin on one faithful day, not a faithful day. This is the end of the world, wasteland where people study martial arts. So let's move on from there. We're going to switch right over here to Foundry, where I have this nice little thing. I don't really have any like virtual tabletop stuff to show, but I do have music in here. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the music when we play it. But right now we are not we're not going to go through the music quite yet. Oh, we might actually. So, we're going to begin the day. So, Jason has awakened in his little cubby. So, in this, like, great spire, or this great tower, they put, like, all the people on the first couple floors, which is pretty well safe for the most part, because they want to make sure that nothing gets in. Like, no outside enemies, forces, or beasts that exist in this world actually get into the compound. So it is kind of well fortified, but it's not as fortified as the rest of the compound. So all anyone does is basically sleep on a bedroll. That is basically it. That's all they have. They don't have mattresses. They don't have normal blankets. And this is their protection from the wasteland for the most part. So Jason awakes at the dawn, basically sleeping on his bedroll, and he wakes up preparing for the day. He begins thinking that the last couple of scavenging events he went on, that's what they call them, they're going to be called scavenging events, the last couple times that they've been sent out to scavenge some of the remains from the city to bring back into Ashspire has so far, he's came up with nothing. This is his last chance to bring in something before he is recommended for the Scorched Arena, of which so far no one has ever survived. And for those who have survived, the story is not really started for them. Jason has done this by himself numerous times with 4 or 5 other people that he can't even remember because they've come and gone. Many of them have been killed scavenging. Some of them were wiped out in the Scorched Arena. Some of them just died of disease, age. Some, others, maybe they just disappeared. Who knows? But he puts... Also, hello, everybody. Okay, hey, Witch King. How's it going? Sorry, I had to stop for a minute after I saw that. And you're having a hard time, trouble deciding which clan you should choose. I always say, if you have a hard time deciding on a clan, just go Ronin style, man. We'll travel the wasteland together, lone warriors. As Jason packs up his space, of which he kind of sleeps under what looks to be a couple pieces of board made of metal. He packs up his bedroll and he just looks around to make sure that no one is going to bother him, as many of the members of this gang, which they're called raiders. Many raiders come through and start waking people up, saying, "Hey!" They begin prodding them with the tips of their swords. Some of them are carrying swords. Some of them are just carrying shards of metal, and say, "Hey, we're getting ready to go out for scavenging. Get up." For those who are not part of this gang, that they are scavengers, and scavengers are used for no more than mere errands, such as scavenging for whatever they can, or, in some cases, when attacked by a case of a wild mutant beast, or a spiritual beast, or any of that matter, they end up being used as what you would call cannon fodder. So Jason has survived many of those, but he doesn't know which one is going to be his last. Which day will be his last day in this horrible place? As everyone begins getting up, they've been given their bowl of food for the day. They have everyone line up, and they are served this kind of like slop that they don't even know what is made out of. Jason goes up and hands him his bowl, and one of the raiders pours it. And just before he hands it back, he says, "This is it for you. We fed you on the last 2 events of scavenging. You brought us back nothing. This bowl of food does not come free. You better bring it today, because if not, we are recommending you for the arena." So as he takes the bowl of food, he goes, and to keep his strength for the day, he begins eating it very slowly, pondering what would happen if he actually ended up in the arena. He's thinking about many people, many faces come to mind, but no names. He cannot remember anyone's names. Not sure as to why that is. Perhaps maybe because they've come and gone, and he's been part of this band of raiders ever since. Or scavengers, whatever you want to call it. This civilization. But he thought to himself that there's got to be a better place. This world cannot be like this. And he clings on to a little bit of hope. Maybe that'll be enough. Maybe that won't be. As he begins finishing his food, everyone's been hearing this like bell or noise. They're not sure exactly what it is. But then they begin hearing everyone's, "All right, guys, time to get up. Time to go out there and scavenge. We're going to put you guys into groups." And this is what they do. They gather people up like cattle, lambs to the slaughter, group them up, and they send them out one by one. They wait about a few minutes for them to get out into the wasteland, then they send out another one and see which groups come back whole or missing members, or see what they bring or do not bring back. Today, Jason is going to be part of Group 5. This group is built of nothing but young men who have not hardly seen much, probably about 18, 19 years old. And they just actually, they're new, and they were found in the wasteland and rescued. Or at least, they thought they were rescued. As they were put into the groups, he was hearing some of the conversation they were having. It's like, oh man, so all we got to do is find stuff and bring them back, and they'll feed us and shelter us. Oh yeah, yeah. But I heard if we don't find anything right away, like they will hang out, like they will give us another chance. Jason is just thinking, yeah, like only 2 more days. He's thinking, okay, well, they either won't come back, these guys won't come back, or, even worse, they'll come back and be part of the Scorched Arena if there's ever anything left in this god-forsaken, looted city. So, as they begin going out into the wasteland, one by one, the group finally comes around. It's about 30, 40 minutes in. And they go, all right, Group 5. All right. So, there's about 4 or 5 of you. 4 of you are new. 1 is not. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Word of advice. Bring us something good. And then they were directed, all right, don't come back till you got something. And Group 5 goes off into the city. This city, so as they leave the confines of the spire, which actually looks like a rundown tower, but it's still very well intact, Jason and the group actually makes their way throughout the city itself and notice what it, could imagine what it could be, as they see hunks of metal everywhere. And he's just thinking to himself, like, this cannot seriously be it. Like, there's got to be more civilization out there. There's got to be something better than this. And I am going to see if I could throw something out to try and make this story just a bit more interesting before we go back. And before that, give me 1 second. Oh, I didn't even pull up the book. Here we go. Creature list. Here we go. Nothing too gritty. Let's see. This would be good. This would be good. Alright. So, as they are going out into this rundown city, looking for whatever it is they can find, Jason begins pondering his life's choices. We are going to, let's see. I hope this is not too loud for everybody and everybody can still hear me. So here's a nice song as we are looking throughout most of the wasteland. Okay, I gotta hit pause on that for just a minute because I am actually lost my place. We are looking through the wasteland for something, but I don't think there's really any need to do a skill check. Oh, there is. Senses. Never mind. So, now I gotta figure out how to do skill checks. Either you need to be either louder or it needs to be a smidgen quieter. Let's try smidgen quieter. I can't be louder. I got my mouth wrapped around the microphone. That's not it. How about that, Sparta? Funny. Is that good? Okay, I can hear you. Okay, good, good. Maybe it's just part of Chris and his stupid phone. Alright, so we're going to do I think it's going to be a skill test. We're just looking for basically seeing if we can find anything at all. This would be kind of difficult, but I'm not sure if such a perception test would be relevant in a system like this. Joel, I could use some advice, buddy. This is my first time running it. What's up? When you are looking for stuff, do you need to roll a test for that, or could they just find whatever? How do you do stuff? Oh, there we go. I guess this could work. Attack, defend, or use one of your skills conveniently. Oh. Okay. Looking for what? Just like scavenging stuff. Just like randomly looking. Like you're trying to find something good. Gather details from your environment. I see. Detect for anything with the 5 senses. Okay, yep. Alright, never mind. I got it. I think I got it. Now my question is, if it's not a mastery... Alright, and then there's one other thing I gotta find real quick. Ah, here we go. Dreams were strong, but they couldn't last. The fists we raised, the wars we fought, left nothing behind but what time forgot. The thought remains for days long past. When dreams were strong, but they couldn't. I don't think it would matter. Alright, here we go. Alright. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it takes a minute to get used to using effort to do stuff. Just remember you use it for everything. All your skills, everything. Okay. Question. Question though, sir, while I have you right here before I play another song. We'll just say that song was playing while we were looking for shit. When it's a mastery, do you get any bonuses for that? Or no? And if anybody's wondering, yes, he's in chat. Like if it counts as one of your masteries, do you get like a bonus for that or no? +1 rank every time you use that skill. Oh, okay. So is that like 1 die, or is that just +1 rank? I think we'll call that a rank up. And for this, I do not get that. That's the same thing. It's like if your set had 1 more die in it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I think I'm following you. I think I'm following you, sir. Here we go. All right, I rolled. Okay, so I've got yeah, so we found nothing. So we spent the better part of the day and that entire song finding a whole lot of nothing. No one in the other group found a whole lot of anything either. Yeah, I'm gonna actually sacrifice that. No. So, as Jason is going through the rubble, he is literally finding nothing as he begins to hear something rustling about off into the distance. Everyone's like, what's that? I don't know. Is like somebody else out here? Maybe. And all Jason looks at the other guys and goes, Willy Wonka, you get nothing. Okay. And so Jason looks at him and says, there's many things out here. You'd be idiots to think that this place is 100% safe. Just because Ashspire is pretty safe doesn't mean this wilderness is. This wasteland is a place of its own. Just stand your ground and don't do anything too, well, movement. Just don't make too much movement. That's basically how we're gonna go with that. So as the gentlemen stand, and they so as the gentlemen take a stance and just watch very carefully as these putrid, decayed skin, like they look kind of like bloody, ravenous corpses. However, they're still moving around, and they are slowly making their way towards the group. They make this this horrible moaning sound while gurgling on their own blood or their own flesh. As some of them will come out, some of them are wearing clothes, some of them are not, some of them are missing limbs, and they are making their way towards the group. What are those things? The dead. Or as I should say, the undead. And Jason begins, zombie mummies? Not necessarily. They are radiation poisoned corpses. So they were living people who took in enough radiation that killed them, and then they came back to life. So Jason turns around and goes, stand your ground and do not let them separate us. That's how they get us. And he begins slowly pulling out his katana, of which he does carry with him. Alright, so the way battle works, so we've got like a few people here, which they're not going to count for much of anything. Just because I say they're not. I'm not going to control a bunch of characters here. What did I have for that? Okay. There we go. All right. So the way that I feel that combat works, and Joel, feel free to jump in on me on this one. Oh, I gotta get another set of 5 dice out. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta get a 5 dice for my NPCs, which I'm just gonna use one set of that to control a massive amount. You will be judged harshly on your mistakes, Crackles Knuckles. Yeah, okay. Okay, big man. Judge harshly. Alright, well, let's see how well this works out. So, we have a few of these enemies coming straight out and right at the group. And Jason readies his katana. And we're gonna say there's like, see how many of these actually travel in a horde? Does it actually state, or can I just judge that on my own? Let's find out here. Doesn't say too much on that. it doesn't even say much on their health, so they're kind of... Okay. They're kind of human-esque. However we put it in there. I'm gonna kind of make them kind of mooks. I'm gonna do them as mooks, Joel, and tell me if this is how mooks would work, basically. So we're gonna have like one of these little zombie things come right after Jason, and then the other, like, we're gonna say there's like 2 or 3 going after the other ones. Oh, and then it does say here they got capabilities. They have a mob together as a horde of piranha ravenous zombies. They eat flesh and turn it into piranha in their cancer chakra. Wow, they have a cancer chakra. Huh. Human-esque means 1 effort, 1 health box. Got it. Okay, sweet. That's easy. Oh, God, that is so easy. Oh, yeah, there's 5 of these bastards then. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so I still have some dice from my dice pool that I can play around here, because I don't really have any sets. I did roll like all singles, and the way I figure they're used is once you roll them, and you don't re-roll them until you use them all. Is that somewhat correct? Or do you re-roll every time? We are learning how to do this, folks. That's why I'm running this. Just roll once at the start of each round. Got it. All right. Fair enough. So I did a bunch of those. All right. Cool. So I'm just gonna start throwing dice. I'm just gonna start chucking dice here, everybody. All right. So one zombie comes right up. So one of these things, they're called atomic yingshi. If I remember how, if it's modeled from the Japanese Jian, Yangshi, I don't know. But one comes right up. It comes up and approaches Jason. Jason with his katana manages to actually slice off the head, but he doesn't slice the head off. He slices it in half, and it splits right down the. It splits and falls into 2 slices. And then the other ravenous zombies went past him and started eating the other members of the group. And so far, he turns and hears the screams of these young men who are being devoured, while another one of them runs off, leaving the other 4 to follow him. Of course, he's going to run. And let's see here. And that'll take care of that round. Alright, let's see. See if anybody chases after him. Maybe 2 of them do. While the other 2 sit right on Jason. Alright, so then the other 2 turn right to Jason and begin to attack him. However, with a very careful swing of his katana, he manages to cut right through the other 2 very simply. However, Jason did not see in which direction the other gentleman went with the other 2 basically radiation poison corpses went. You'll roll them all fresh next round. Got it. So each round we do that. Got it. Okay, so I did do that right. Woohoo! I've been rolling dice. You can't see it, but I've been rolling dice. Woohoo! Got it. All right, this is actually pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. All right, well, with that said, so Jason managed to cut down like 3 of the corpses. He cleans his katana and puts it right back in his sheath. And without using much of any effort, yes, he took care of them. He lets out a sort of exhale as he has no idea which direction that other boy went. And he begins taking his walk back. As at this point, it is nearly the end of day. and he has to return, or he has to run. Of course, not knowing which direction is safety, the only place he knows is Ashspire. But so he walks back in that direction. All right, give me back my 5 dice. I just started chucking dice to the side. I'm just going to take 5 new dice. All right. As he makes it back at the end of day to the place that he knows he's going to go to the Scorched Arena, he figures that he might be able to plead with the raiders. He walks in by himself, empty-handed. He hears chuckles. And they're like, oh, wow, lost your entire group and came back with nothing. How shameful is that? Well, since you came back and didn't try to run, I think we can have some fun with you. It's going to be for the arena for you. Jason looks around and says, what do I have to do? Who do I have to beat? The big boss man? This hidden boss who you say exists? This man who strikes fear in the hearts of people in this horrible wasteland? One of the raiders went down and says, well, first you got to take on 2 of us. We're going to pick which 2's going to have fun, and we're going to make a spectacle out of you. Shows tonight. We'll be taking that katana, though. And that's when Jason grabs his katana and says, you could try and disarm me. He's like, do you really think after we let you back in that we're going to let you leave after you murder a few of us? You're the one who agreed to the rules. We fed you 3 bowls. Even if you would have ran, we would have came after you. Jason exhales and he says, fine. And he hands him the katana and he surrenders for now. They move him into a location about to go Beatrix Keto on these fools. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We're going to get there. This is the next part of the story. They move him into a location that looks like a jail cell. They lock him into a room that is fully caged with the door and what looks to be old metal keys. And all of a sudden, he hears a voice in his head. And it's the voice of a girl. He remembers that he had a friend. And he remembers that her name was... Oh, God, what's a good name for a girl? Someone quick, give me a girl's name. Anybody. I can't think. Cynthia. Yes. He remembers his friend literally just did. Oh, Cynthia. Beatrix Keto. Oh, you literally did. Okay, there you go. I don't know about the full name, but we'll go with Beatrix. All right. So, he literally sits down and remembers about his friend Beatrix, who he grew up with before he was stuck with this gang of punks. Most of these raiders, they wear mohawks and masks, and they carry around shards of metal and pieces together of armor. But he remembers that he ended up losing his friend a long time ago. She was ate by a mob of those exact zombies that he was attacked by. Not them exactly, but many years ago, she found herself trapped, and he heard her scream for help, but he could not help her. I said there was many of them. He swore when he picked up his sword that he'd never be helpless again. And he swore that no matter what, he'd always find his way out. Wait until she shows up as a Shadow Viper. Depends if you're playing a female. And the voice he remembers is her saying, "Never give up. You will find peace one day." Jason spent his entire childhood looking and trying to survive in a place in an unforgiving world. And maybe he will find a place where he can settle down and have peace. But that's not going to be here. And here is where we're going to take a small break as I prepare the next scene. And here is where we're going to, so I'm going to get something to drink. Why not? I will play Beatrix. There you go. But maybe he saw her die. Maybe he didn't. All right, let's take a small break here as I set up the next scene, and this one will be a little bit more of a challenging battle. let's prepare for this final scene. Alrighty. Dear Lord, I hope I'm not falling on my face too much, guys. I'm really trying here. Really trying to learn these rules. I've read over 24 to 30 hours of this book. Like, I literally spent that many hours reading this book. Grasping everything that I can and learning it slowly. Unfortunately, it's gonna take me some time. Although I am using this cheat sheet, and I am loving this cheat sheet. I really much am. I hope you guys like the music. A lot of this music I have actually, truly, you have been Goku training. Well done. Thank you. And I hope you like the music too, sir. A lot of the music I am playing, I've been making through Suno, pertaining to this adventure and stuff like that. And I'm probably going to reuse it for many more adventures because we are actually going to, I am going to run this again next year as well. Do a lot more of it, other than this one adventure and that. But I'm going to link them all together. They're all going to be future stories here. All right, so going back, we made it back to the... So, Jason, which he has waited many hours, because all of those stupid copyrights that everyone keeps on throwing around. Yeah. I'm tired of those. Suno has been my saving grace, because I'm done with that shit. And it's actually kind of nice to have some things pertaining to what you are doing, besides trying to find songs pertaining to what you are doing. You can just make the songs pertaining to what you are doing. Alright, anyway. So Jason has spent a couple hours in this cage, and he hears the laughter of them. It's like, man, this guy is I think he's going to get creamed. He lost all of those other guys. Hey, did we ever find, did we find any of the remains? He's like, I think one of the other groups went out there and found the remains. It looks like one maybe ran away, but we don't know where he went. Probably not even nothing left. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they all got devoured, but we only gave them all each one bowl. Not like this deadbeat over here who's got 3 bowls and keeps coming back. Yeah, he thought, good thing he didn't run. So, are you ready to face off with the great Karak Burnhand? And Jason looks up with this stern look in his face and he says, bring it. So they open up the cage and they take him to this arena-looking place where it kind of has a diamond shaped in what used to look like maybe grass, if grass exists in this area. There is not much grass left in the stadium. It's all dirt at this point. And he hears the cheers of people. It's like, fight, I don't know what they would say, like, burn him, maybe, I don't know. Not everybody has the fire chakra. Probably would go, probably would chant something crazy. I don't have a chanting song, unfortunately. I did not make that. And as he waits, two raiders come out, dressed in what looks to be sewn together leather that is like pieced and patched together, and they all bring out rusty machetes. And he's like, so, is this the deadbeat we are going to take out? We've been undefeated before, so many times, so we're going to love decapitating you. And he's like, well, if you guys have machetes, would it not be fair that I too get a weapon? And they're like, you're right. Give the man his katana. I'm like, it's going to do much against us. And to him, another guy comes up and hands him the katana that they've been holding. And he looks and he says, you're so screwed now, as he walks away. Alright, so now we're going to throw stuff together. Alright, let me make like three rolls here. Alrighty. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Oh, oh, good. Okay. Not much better, but all right. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. So, all right. So, hang on one second. I gotta check my messages. I think someone's blown up my messaging account. Okay, nope. It's just one person. All right. All right. Let's continue. All right. So. Now, I wonder how initiative order works in here. Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Because I kind of just threw the... just roll a d10 for everybody. Oh, fair enough. I'm just going to roll one. If you don't add anything together, we're going to go... It's going to go... extra, not attached to the effort. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. That's what I wanted to know. Yep, if it's just something like that easy, then yep, I'm just going to roll a d10. So we're going to go Jason and Raider. Good for that. It's 2 against 1. This shit is going to suck. So, here we go. All right, so Jason draws out his katana and ends up striking one Raider for... Oh, hang on one second. I gotta do something here. Give me just a hot second. Yes. So if I did that right, 20... Okay. And then they're doing a machete. Alright, so if I got this right... Okay. Alright. Okay. So Jason actually goes up and strikes one of the Raiders, but now I don't know how well this particularly works. Hang on one second. Let me check something here real quick. Ooh, learning. Oh, for God's sake. That's not what I wanted. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. There we go. Haha. That's what I wanted. Oh, geez, I could have just went to the page myself. This is ridiculous. Here we go. All right. I just needed to see something real quick. Yeah, okay. Okay, all right, now I'm seeing it. All right. All right, so he managed to strike one of the Raiders for only 4 points. So he goes up and he basically slightly slashes the Raider. I'm going to say it's going to go around his torso, but barely cutting through the leather. The Raider, as he slices with his katana, and the Raider did not manage to defend, he notices that he is slightly bleeding. While the other Raider... Give me 1 second here. While the other Raider oh, God, that's going to be so horrible. Yep. Yep. And yes. Oh, God. Well, if my math did it right, the other raider did strike Jason for a lot of damage. 10 does go to his aura, which is actually striking him down. Well, like, not striking him down, but goes through his defenses. And that does count for 10 of the points. And we are going to mark that there. And then 1 health box, which is another 10 points. And then another health box is down to 3. I only have like 5 of those. Yeah, Jason totally got... let's see, where did Jason get stabbed at? Oh, yeah, his torso as well. 4 to 6, I would say, is a torso. Yeah, Jason just got stabbed right through the... Just got slashed right through the torso. And suddenly, his shirt that he was wearing, remember, it was lightweight. As he sliced and he did reach his skin, the shirt drifts away, as he is now shirtless. Okay. Unfortunately, the bad guy got a 46, and I didn't have anything to I didn't have very much to defend with. I didn't have very much dice to defend with after that, so that sucked. All right. So next round. Man, this is deadly. All right, give me something good. Give me something good. Oof, lad. Very Fist of the North Star. You know what? And I'm gonna for full disclosure, I've never seen that, but I'm gonna start watching it tonight. Okay. Now, hopefully, there we go. Uh-oh. All right. All right, so as for the next round, the shirt, the 1986 anime film is an excellent premiere. I will definitely have to do that. All right, so the shirt falls away. Definitely shirt falls away. And suddenly, let's see here. Ooh, cheap. Okay, fair enough. Okay. The shirt falls away, and suddenly the air around him goes a little bit like... It's like the air around him begins to be still. Like, imagine, like, being in the middle of, like, a heat wave. And suddenly he strikes. He looks and spits out a flame, like these flames come out of his mouth, like a flamethrower, like a dragon, and he targets one of the raiders. And he's going to target the same raider he did last time. And he's targeting that raider for a 28. And the raider can't defend with no more than a 19, unfortunately. So with that said, and then 1 for that, and he strikes him for and begins burning him. However, regardless of which, the burns are still somewhat very minor. But it was a lot better of a strike than he did last time. And the raider begins going after him. And strikes back with like he brings around the machete as he rises from the flames and begins striking him for a little bit. But only doing minimal damage once again. As well for 8 points of damage. Now, if I'm doing this right, each box that he has counts for a few points. So I'm down by 2 boxes, and I still have 2.5 boxes left. And the aura has not refueled, nor have I taken any imbalances yet. Also, just watch it on the Internet Archive. Fair enough. So, at this point, and he got struck, this time he got struck in his left leg, leaving him a little bit hurt than he's used to. That cost me 3 points in my mana pool, by the way. So, yeah, there we go. And I believe, now, if you spend chakra out of your mana pool, you gain that back each round, correct? Without even, just like regularly? Or do you have to, like, rest for that? And the other raider actually comes in and strikes him for only literally 2 points of damage. 3 points of damage. I'm sorry, 3 points of damage. Yep, you recover Piranha at the end of each round. Ah, fair enough. Well, that'll be the end of that. Alright, so now we get to roll again. Please give me something good. I'm failing this fight here. Let's see. Now, how does focus work? I believe if I can use a focus and gain an extra die, let's see how focus works. Oh, Lord. You can store action points and focus. Okay. Or store dice between rounds. Ah, okay. Because it says I get to have 2 focus. So I'm not sure what makes a single focus unavailable. Okay. Let's see here. I'm having a hard time finding how the focus works. Oh, actually, that... alright, to go in the cheat sheet. Okay, let me check the cheat sheet, because I can't find it in the main book. Boy, I'm learning a lot from this. Oh, here we go. Focus, focus, focus. Effortless actions, actions and defenses. Attacks, which I did that one pretty good. I followed that one through. Chakra imbalances. Okay. Huh. Focus isn't in the cheat sheet either. Well, let me check the GM screen because I do have that as well. These guys are a lot stronger than I thought they were. I did not judge this fight too well. Scene, scale, stealth, shadow war, imbalances, which we will talk about that in a minute, because I'm probably going to have to take a few just to try and survive as a last-ditch effort. Focus, focus, focus. Page 8 in the core book. Oh, thank you, sir. I didn't close the core book, did I? Oh, nope, it's right here. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Near the top, running at the length of the character sheet, are a series of focus slots. These are really versatile, handy things to have. They represent your character's mental discipline, their ability to concentrate, multitask, and retain stillness of the mind in chaotic situations. You can use them to hold dice from a roll and use them later. Oh! Oh, okay. Storing an effort die. When you're done taking action with your effort, but before discarding any remaining dice, you may move an effort die into an unfilled focus slot. Oh, that is... You know what? I've read this book many times, but I did not understand how that works. Now I'm actually seeing it. Now that I'm doing it. See, I'm a hands-on learner. I have to learn. This is how I have to learn. Okay. So, here we go. We're gonna roll for the third round. I don't think I'm gonna survive, people. Hey, I'll take that. Okay. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I should just stop rolling dice. Alright, so, alright. Alright, so alright, so Jason now is going to attack the same raider he's been basically focusing on, trying to focus all his abilities right on that one guy. Use what I got you. I am using what you got me, Mrs. Table. It just, sometimes the bad guys are getting better rolls than I am. Although I think a 41 is perfect. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so unleash those techniques. Oh, except for... So Jason raises his katana again for one strike. I wouldn't say foolhardily strike, but one strike right against one of the raiders he's been focusing on. And he unleashed all hell all over him. I don't know how to else explain it, but he did one deep cut. This raider is near death. With literally, like, nothing left on him. Alright. And I'm actually going to put that one off to the side. And then this raider is going to come back. Yeah. Okay. This one raider misses, and this other one comes back and takes him for... Well, let me do the math. A lot of math in here. Oh, only 9 points of damage. Sweet. And cuts Jason right across his backside. Oh, yeah. Right down the back. As he is focusing on one enemy, the other one comes out right behind him and attacks him right in the back. And he's like, ugh. So he is like, there is blood all over the arena. Use your techniques. I'm trying. I don't know what other one would be good. You know what? I already did the fire discipline motion. All right, this is going to be the best I've got. Hopefully this will work. They're within close range. All right, here we go. I'm going to try the techniques, everybody. I don't know how this is going to work, but we are going to roll it and be happy. Okay. Oh shit. Might die. Oh, okay. Well, this one raider finally got shitty rolls. Alright, and I got a total nothing. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'm going to just strike that. Okay, so rank 1, facing 1. Facing 3. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh. Could totally do that. Alright, alright. I'll take it. I am going to spend some more prana points. I'm going to spend another 3. and do a Cobra Fang kick right into the... What's your expert technique? My expert technique is... Do I get an expert technique? I don't think I picked one. I think I forgot to pick one. Because I have a cunning... I think I have a cunning character. I do. I have a cunning character. I think I forgot to pick my expert technique. Because I don't think everyone got... let me go in here. I'm going to kick this guy right in his balls. Oh, I do get an expert. Oh, we all do. Oh, I forgot to pick one. Every character gets at least one easy test. No time like when you're getting your ass kicked. I know. I'm going to have to figure that one out. I totally missed that. Well, he Cobra Fang kicked the he's going to Cobra Fang kick the freaking Raider anyway. So, yeah, he's going to Cobra Fang kick the Raider that actually went right behind him anyway. Right in the stupid nads. Unfortunately, he must have had some good armor down there because, not much has let's see here. Yep, if I did this right, not much has happened. He only takes like 4 points of damage. And he's like, oh, right in the, unleash the heat. Yeah. Oh, right into the round tables. Okay. Well, that was terrible. Give me 1 second. I gotta, what was that? 4 points? Yeah. All right. Right into the round tables. So there's that. Okay. And that Raider totally did not strike him at all. While this other Raider is going to come up with... I'm going to use... I did store 1 dice in my focus. This one was a high-ranking dice. Well, somewhat high-ranking. But he strikes me for another 10 points, like right in my left side. At this point, Jason is bleeding all over the place. This battle did not go exactly how he wanted. So he is failing. I got to learn to use imbalances a bit more. Because doesn't imbalances like absorb some of that damage? Okay. Here we go. Last round. Jason's not doing so well. Imbalances are wounds. But they don't count towards your health, do they? Like that's like mitigating from your health into something else, but it's still something that comes back and bites you in the booty. Kind of like on how consequences work in Fate Core. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Oh. Let me go ahead and die now. Okay. All right. So he is going to shift focus to the other one, and he's just going to use he's just going to stab with his katana at a last-ditch effort. You survive this fight. If you survive this fight, then you'll have a lot of lingering injuries to show from it. Yeah, clearly. Clearly, if I survive. Okay, so... Alright, so Jason basically manages to strike one of the enemies for a lot of wounds, and blood has just splattered everywhere as he moves right past him. And he actually ends up missing Jason, and so does the other guy. So, whoo, they did not do any rolls at all. Or any good rolls, anyway. Making it survive another round. Alright. I gotta see. I'm gonna have to pick an expert. Something, because this is messed up. I should not be losing. This is a test play, and I'm losing. Alright. Let's see, expert technique. Let me get an expert technique. I'm just gonna pick one on a whim here for my type of I am the Atomic Dragon Fist. I'm just gotta remember which one I'm using. Sometimes the die don't play in your favor. Duh. I knew that. Okay. Novice, expert. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh. Ooh. What was the other one? Oh, I totally messed that up. Sweet. Not sweet, but, you know, you get what I'm saying. Alright, let's see. I got an idea. I got an idea. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'll take it. Ooh, wait, hang on. How much is that other one? Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so he does have one expert technique. Yes! Yes, Witch King, it's the Atomic Dragon Mudra. But I have to, if I remember correctly, I have to, that would require, because I can only do 3 and recover 6, which means I can only power up to 6. To do 12, I would have to unlock one of my other chakras, which would actually take a round to do. So this is kind of daring, because I think... And I have to roll volatility. Yep, you open 1 at the end of every round. Oh, really? Sweet. So, he is going to... I'm going to try this. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. You know what? I'm going to try... I'm going to take a limb here, and I'm going to just try the weaker one, just to see how well this works. Burn! Okay. So wait a minute. Each time that you spend in a fight, you awaken one without actually trying it, or like, because I'm trying to think, because I thought with awakening chakras, you have to. Yes. Oh, well, shit. That means I should have had a ton of them awakened by now, because this is like round 4. So with yes, you fool. Oh, great. I did not know that. The fire. Okay, I could totally, like, let's see. I only used like 2 of them. I used the Cobra Strike and that, so that's only 6. So then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Or no, 3, 6, 9, 12. So yeah, I should be there. There we go. I am actually going to use the... I've got to keep better score of this. All right, so I am going to use I'm going to use my Atomic Dragon Mudra. That is my one expert. All right, here we go. I swear to God that if this dice fucks me over somehow. And you know, wouldn't you know it, the dice did fuck me over. The dice screwed me. Maybe not as much. Maybe I'm lying. The dice didn't screw me that much. Oh! Oh, shit. Nope. I got screwed. I got screwed. I got so screwed. But anyway, this is rank 3. Alright, so if I read this correctly... Yes. Okay, so there's that. They're facing any. Yes, true. Alright, so... He begins gather. So he uses his chakra, gathers up his and you have the spirit master. I do. So if I read this correctly, now I get it. There we go. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. So he gathers up his spiritual energy right into one flaming attack of this like dragon breath. And it says one area. So does that mean if it says one area, that's the area and not the target? So that means it attacks them both, actually. And oh wow. If I'm correct about that, if it does the area and not just a single target, because I think the other one says target. Oh, yes, it does. Okay, yep, him and his buddies. Oh, wow, they both got roasted alive. They did not have enough. He used his one major attack, which now has tired him out completely, and literally roasted the others alive. He spits a flamethrower, like a dragon breath of fire at them. And they see as they're like, oh my god, what? Has he been housing that the whole time? And suddenly got struck by screaming, shearing flames of fire. And they scream before everything goes silent. And everyone looks as blood was basically roasted and boiled to the ground. And Jason sheaths his sword. He gets on his knees and he puts it down. And he begins just regularly meditating. That is where we're going to leave off for now, because I did not expect this to be this long, but I have learned a lot about this. So it looks like I'm going to merge this adventure with the other adventure, and me and Witch King is going to play this tomorrow. We're going to hear Witch King's character's story. So, but I do have to go, so that's why I have to suddenly quit. To be continued. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Wait a minute. With him beating the Raiders, that means he takes on Karak Burnhand. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. And in the stadium, someone in the shadows has been lingering. And that is where we'll leave the... Oh, man, I forgot to play this really cool, awesome music called Break the Chains. Or we could do this, Fury Unleashed. We'll play it next time. I'll premiere it next time for you guys. Cue Terminator theme. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to award your hero some karma. Yep, I will not forget to do that. All right. Wow. Joel, I hope you like that. And if I remember correctly, even if it's like 30-second break, they begin healing. They heal their aura immediately. I believe someone from page 136. Okay, awesome. Thank you, sir. Well, I'm going to have wounds up the ass, so I'm going to have to figure out how that works out. And then we will continue this tomorrow. Oh, crap. I took away my thing. This was awesome. Oh, okay. I hope it was, man, because I was very... I don't get stage fright at all, but this was kind of stage frighty for me because this was my first time, and I've been having a lot of issues wrapping my head around the system. So, hopefully, so I appreciate the effort, my man. All right, guys, I do have to get going. You guys have a great night, and thank you guys for all tuning in. Let's get some likes and subscribes. Oh, and one more thing. In my description, you did great, man. Well done. Literally. Okay. Before I go, let's Give me 1 second here before we go. We have 11 days left, and it looks like he got another backer, but I'm going to do a screen share. We need to, guys, we need to go and support him. Come on now. We are literally, I'm going to do some math here, okay? We are literally, what was that, 38.55? Yes. We are literally less than 1,200 away from his first stretch goal. Okay, come on, guys. I want to see. Like I said, at the very least, I want to see a stretch goal, not the minimum goal. I want to see the stretch goal. I want to see more art. I want to at least see 5,000. And if I can, we got 11 days left, just about a week and a half. I want to see some chapter comics. I do want to see some chapter comics. So I want to see one of these two actually happen. My biggest one that I definitely wanted to see more than anything was this one right here. But I don't know if we'll make it in 11 days. But let's try, okay? So go out and support Mr. Joel Clark. Get him some more. Let's get him some more backing. Come on now, everybody. I think we can get this number to 100. I think we can get him 100 backers, and we can get him well over his 5,000 stretch mark goal. I have faith, and we will be back here tomorrow cheering him on, and we'll be back here Saturday as well cheering him on, because I am just that devoted of a person to this guy. So let's go. Let's see. Let's get those out there. Go to that. The link for his Kickstarter is in my description, and the link to the core book, drivethroughrpg.com, is in my description. Go there. Like and subscribe. Love them. This is actually a great game. I actually had a lot of fun doing that. So, and now that I know that a little bit more what I'm doing, I'm more comfortable. That is freaking awesome. So, yeah, there ain't no reason for it. And before we leave, how about we just play the intro one last time, because I love that intro.
In the ashes of a world gone cold, where gods and legends lost their hold, the wasteland whispers, the fist replies, the lone wolf hunts beneath the crimson skies. Bound by fury, shaped by fire, a path of blood, a blade's desire. No masters now, no chains remain. Through the struggle, power rise. The lone wolf hunts beneath the crimson skies. The heavens shatter, the earth will quake. The strong will rise, the weak will break. The wasteland whispers, the fist repined. The lone wolf hunts beneath the crimson skies.